So good evening, Dr. Karnak here. Am I audible?
Yes. Good evening, sir. Good evening.
Kanak
Welcome,
sir,
sir.
how are you?
Welcome.
Hello, Rijwan
Good
sir.
evening, Kanak sir.
Yes, good evening. How are you, sir?
Fine.
Yeah. So just wanted to check whether my
Yes.
audio is
Yeah.
clear.
Yes,
Audio is clear.
Yes, sir. Audio, video is clear, sir. Perfectly fine, sir. Can we also
I
load,
will just
sir, from your end,
share
sir?
the screen also, the PPT.
Please.
Just 1 second. You give me 1 second.
So I will stop my sharing. Dr. Raman will also be connected from same connection or, sir, from a different PC laptop?
The same connections. We are using the same laptop. So
Great.
we present and show them the hands-on and demo.
Great.
So just give me 1 second. I'm sharing my screen.
Sure, sir. Good evening, Sanjay, sir.
So just give me a moment. I'm sharing this.
The voice is not audible. The voice is not audible. I don't know what is wrong.
Sanjay, sir, it is clear at our end. So can somebody else also confirm? It is clear at our end, sir, Sanjay sir. So you may rejoin, sir, अगर कोई issue है तो.
Am I?
Sanjay sir, voice is clear. I am checking from Bilai. So voice is clear here.
Okay. Sir,
नमस्ते संजय बिसारे बोल रहा हूँ रामविला से. नमस्ते संजय बिसारे बोल रहा हूँ. राजेश
सर नमस्कार सर.
नमस्कार. वो वीडियो काम नहीं कर रहा, थोड़ी देर में चालू हो जाएगा.
हाँ श्योर सर.
ओके, थैंक यू.
Karnak sir, you can share, sir.
Yeah, just a second.
So Dr. Raman.
Yeah, Dr. Raman is sharing.
I will also make him co-host that particular ID also.
Yeah. So just, is the screen visible?
I could see your screen completely, sir.
And I hope there is no echo problem because we are using two systems.
No, that's fine, sir. That's perfectly fine, sir.
Fine.
So it's perfectly okay. So, okay, that's fine, sir.
Just I'm changing the slides.
Please.
It's changing, right?
Yes, sir. So we'll be using browser also, or only the slide part, sir?
Both.
Okay. So just for the checking purpose, sir, can you go to the browser? Just see.
Open that. Have I?
Anyways, we could see the complete screen. Yes, sir. So we could see. Have been point. Yeah, we could check it. Yes, sir. Great, sir. Great. So I will start in a couple of minutes. We already had a good number of participants.
No problem. So we are ready. So whenever you are, okay.
We'll start in 2 minutes more. We'll start on time. And as we mentioned, sir, normally we keep this to 1 hour, 60 minutes, and it's obviously upon you. We try to keep it 45 minutes of delivery from the speaker, and 15 minutes of Q&A. Though the topic is such and the need is such that it could go on for a complete day or more than that, but keeping the paucity of the time and also respect of all the seniors who are getting connected. So this is kind of initial nudge that we want to give to them, insight. So we'll start in a minute. So we'll start on time, Atanu sir. Atanu sir, am I audible?
Yes, you are. Yes, you
Okay.
are.
So we'll start in a minute, sir. Atanu sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Shall we start, Raman sir? Kandak sir?
So can you just give us 30 seconds? Actually,
Sure,
we
sir.
are
Please.
opening some other applications. So
Please,
as soon as
please.
it is ready, we
Take a
will.
couple of minutes, sir. Just tell me, sir, when you.
Good morning, Atanuji.
Sir, good.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Prince.
Seeing you after a long time.
Sir.
Now, my whole team is also connected in this VC.
Oh, great, sir. Great.
Connected from
Yes, sir. Pranay, sir.
my conference room at Vilai Sub-Center. That Vilai Sub-Center.
Oh, great, sir. That's excellent, sir. So for the participants who are having their display name, I would also request to mention the plant and designation if possible. If complete name is there, that is okay. But if it is some acronym or some short form, then it will help.
Atanuji, good evening.
Like
And
it is-
Rajesh, good evening.
Sir,
Good evening. Good evening, sir.
Like there is one display name RSP094. So if we can have the full names, maybe a department name, or if they are connecting centrally, then that also will help. Just to identify that where we are getting participants from, so that the speaker can also connect better.
Good evening. This is Bhaskar Shah from Durgapur Steel Plant. I belong to RET.
Sir, welcome, sir. So we're just starting in a minute. We are just.
Yeah, we are ready. No problem.
Okay, great, sir. So we'll start, Atanu, sir. And without wasting much time, I will start with the permission of all the seniors who are connected. And very formally, I welcome and good evening to everyone. All the sir and madams getting connected over here. And a warm welcome to the 19th edition of Antardrishti. Journey start हुआ था sir कुछ महीनों पहले, and now we enter the 19th edition. Every month, different topic. And as we know, sir, this is an initiative to bring more fresh perspective from the various thought leaders to help our senior participants grow more as a leaders. They are, but it will help more as an organization also. So today we have a very pertinent topic. We will explore the facets of AI and the business intelligence, and how they are in fact in transforming the decision making and also improving our efficiency, and also ultimately the improving efficiency of the organization. Now, typically, it was said that AI is only for tech companies, but that myth has now broken up, and it has got the practical application everywhere, every department, ways, operations, finance, HR, procurement, even for the individual productivity also. And today for this topic, we are privileged to have two esteemed speakers from Administrative Staff College of India, ASCI Hyderabad, who are experts into the AI analytics and business intelligence. But before we move to the speakers, I would now first like to invite Shri Atanu Mukherjee sir, GM in charge, HR L&D, MTI, for the opening remarks, sir. Atanu sir.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Rajesh. And once again, very good evening to all of you. And my special welcome to Dr. Karnak Roy sir, who is connected from ASCI Hyderabad. is a great specialist as far my knowledge is concerned and my interaction is concerned with him, especially in the area of the digital transformation. He's a great professor from ASCII Hyderabad. So my special welcome to Dr. Karnak Roy, and Dr. Raman Ghosh is also connected from ASCII Hyderabad. I also like to welcome Dr. Raman Ghosh for his valuable presence in this Antardrishti. As Mr. Rajesh has rightly mentioned, this is the 19th edition. Very religiously, we are conducting this Antardrishti platform interaction in every month. So we are still continuing in the next month also. We'll be continuing in this process. But this time we have selected that how AI can be used for process improvement in the business. Especially the AI also used for transforming the decision making in the organization. And this is what our chairman Saab is also mentioning in different forum. That how AI can utilize, how AI can be utilized and how we can take the maximum benefit with the application of AI in the different processes in our business. So this time we have selected the AI tool for transforming the decision-making process in the organization and also for the process improvement in the business. And I also like to welcome all the executive directors who are connected over online and all the chief general managers of the company for Antardrishti session. As you can see, this time maybe the importance of the topic. This time we have crossed more than 125 participants who are connected in online. So I like to welcome all of you in this today's Antardrishti session and wish you a very, very happy learning ahead. Thank you, and over to Mr. Rajesh.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. As you rightly pointed that the buzz is very good and we had got a good number of participants. So I will not take much time it's my honor to welcome Dr. Raman Ghosh and Dr. Karnak Roy, who are the two distinguished academicians and also the AI experts from ASCII. As you all know, AI is shaping the way the organization function. And today's session will also be focused on this topic. This AI helps us to work in a more smarter and data-driven decisions. Short introduction, if I may, of Dr. Raman Ghosh. Dr. Raman Ghosh is an assistant professor AI analytics at ASCII. He is an expert in AI, artificial intelligence, data analytics, and business intelligence. He holds BTech from IIT Indore, MS. He has done his MS from Triple IIT Gwalior and also PhD from IIT Bombay. His research covers AI, machine learning, IoT, and digital transformation. He has experience in various other industries also. And we also welcome Dr. Karnak Roy, who is also specialized in business analytics, AI, and strategic management. Sir holds the PhD in business management and MBA in operations and management and also BTech. He has also worked extensively in various industries and supporting in the policy and evaluation studies for the ministry also, Ministry of Steel, Ministry of Health, and works with the major PSUs also. His expertise lies in applying AI and data-driven decision making for the business success. The profile is very robust, but I will not take much time between the esteemed speakers and our participant because I hope everyone is eager to listen to the speakers. So without further much ado, sir, I welcome you both, sir. Dr. Ghosh and Dr. Roy, sir.
So first of all, very good morning to all of you. Thank you, MTI, for providing us this opportunity. In fact, we have been associated with MTI for conducting customized training program for the executives of SAIL. Just last week, we completed one program on special leadership, where different general managers were present there in ASCII. So it's been always a pleasure, interacting with the executives of SAIL. It always provides a lot of thought-provoking discussions. Today's topic is also very pertinent and it's close to my heart. So before I start, just a couple of things I want to mention. As Mr. Rajesh was mentioning, this topic is so pertinent and so many, no-code AI/ML tools have evolved So if I keep on talking about these tools, I mean, it might be, I mean, one day would be very less for this type of year. I know that my job is to finish the entire lecture in 45 to 50 minutes. So I will try to, I mean, I will try to, basically deliver on certain points where I feel that, I would try to ignite some kind of thoughts from you as a thought leader, and then we can take it forward those concepts. Now, just a couple of days back, I was listening to one interview of Narayan Murthy. What he was mentioning. You take a simple algorithm. Now we have a tendency to, think that as an AI. As if, this has been generated by AI. So, in our college days, we used to analyze data. Okay. We used to do regression. We used to do logistic regression. So all those are statistical modeling and all those. So now we are repackaging this regression and logistic regression as machine learning. Okay. So what I'm trying to make the point, actually, Dr. Mukti was also mentioning that, so this AI, ML, deep learning, machine learning is nothing but, big jargons that we professionals are using to confuse, people like, those who don't know much anything about the technology and all this. Ultimately, the core remains same. It is the intersection point of, mathematics, computer science, and basic logical reasoning. So having said that, now what has changed? The change has really occurred in terms of, generating the data. The data at present we are generating is humongous in amount, and backed by the, computational processing power, that we are generating, petabytes, gigabytes, terabytes data. And in fact, right now, no physical storage is sufficient to store this data. We have introduced the concept of cloud. And simultaneously, the processing power of the computer has also enormously increased. So what is the basic difference between, let's say 10 years back and now? We can analyze this data in much quick time with the help of much sophisticated algorithm. That could be machine learning algorithm or may not be machine learning algorithm. But thing is that, we can derive a lot of very wonderful insights very quickly. So that's why every organization is, harping on this topic, data-driven decision making using AI. But let me tell you, AI really, has not made any very much significant progress in industry as of now. Although in some of the areas, yes, it has changed the entire game. But mostly AI has transformed the routine day-to-day operational activities. So in this 45-minute session, what I will try to focus on, not the entire digital transformation or some, I would say some path-breaking changes, not that. But what I will try to focus on, I will introduce some basic AI tools and basic AI concept, which I can assure you, if we start using these tools, then from tomorrow onwards, in fact, we can improve a lot of processes in our day-to-day operations and business. So my talk will be centered around that only. So we will start, when we talk about AI, another thing which is absolutely important to talk about, at least the first 5 minutes I will talk about this, is called something called security, cyber security, right? So I will start a simple, kind of a refresher, kind of a, game or some kind of small activities. Okay. So there is a site called Have I Been Pwned? Is my screen visible, Mr. Rajesh? Yeah. So I need one volunteer, any one of the participants. Okay. I want your personal email ID to be shared with me. Okay. So I will tell you whether any data breach has happened from this email ID. So anyone, if you
yes, sir. SRI.
Yes, sir.
MANT PANDA 1 at gmail.com.
So primantpanda@gmail.com. So sir, this is your email ID, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So I will now tell whether any kind of data breaches has happened from this email ID.
Sir.
Let's check. So as you can see, it's written here as oh no pond. So what do you mean by pond, by the way? Have I been pond?
I have been sold off.
Fooled, right? So I have been fooled or something like that. So let me check what is the source of this data breach. Okay, so if I just come down a little bit, as you can see, these are the two broad source from where actually your data breach has happened. So I think your personal email ID is connected to Yatra. You have booked flight tickets by using this email ID, and also if you have ordered pizza in Domino's by using this email ID. Okay.
Okay.
So if you look at what it has happened, I mean, when we talk about the Yatra, what kind of informations have been breached? See, I have, highlighted in blue, it's date of birth, email address, names, password, phone number, and pins. Okay, with respect to that particular, ID.
Okay.
Now, what do you mean by breach? Let me now take this discussion forward from these things. What do you mean by this data breach? So when you have registered to Yatra or Domino's or something like that, needless to say that you had to register by using a user ID and password, right? So what you have done, you have created an account. There you have given a several access to Yatra or Domino's. Now you imagine if the server of Yatra or Domino's is hacked, okay, so hackers will be having access to all these of information. So already that breach has happened. Okay. So now there is a catch here. Now, if you look at what are the kind of information that has been breached, is date of birth, email address, names, password, phone number, and physical address or pins. These are not very serious type of information. That means if somebody has your, password of Yatra account, he or she will not be able to do something, right? But in sometimes what happens, the device information is also breached. I mean, the hackers can directly get, the IP address of your phone number or personal computer. Now you imagine if the device information is leaked, what can happen? Let's say if you are working in an R&D department and you are having a confidential file on your mobile. Okay, so that entire data can be, shared. So why I started this session like this? Because when we talk about, cyber security or maybe AI or IoT and all this goes hand in hand. So it's not that, I mean, tomorrow there is an order that we have to implement AI, but we don't have any plan related to cyber security and we can implement a AI project. So it's very, very important, our security should be absolutely foolproof before we, go into implementation of any kind of AI related project. But having said that, now why it is more important, so let me come back to the topic again.
Excuse me, sir, it has written something that if you use one word password manager, it cannot be breached. What do you mean by that?
What was that, sir? What was the question?
In that slide, what you showed us, what is the meaning of the first line which you are writing? Using the one word password manager helps you. What do you mean by that? That's what I'm asking. This one. Yes,
no, that is a vendor. That is a vendor. Okay. So I will tell you what needs to be done, in later part of my
okay, sir. Thank you.
What are the remedies and what you should do, what you should not do, all these things I will tell you. So let me jump into the topic. So this topic, so we are in the era of Industry 4.0, as they say, Industry 4.0. So have you heard this term called Industry 4.0? If I may ask anybody.
Yes.
So what is this Industry 4.0? Can I get it in one line? I will just try to make it interactive so that it does not look like that, I am only discussing and all those. Okay. Yeah. What is this Industry 4.0? Anybody?
Industry 4.0, it denotes to the IoT device-based Internet of Things, because we have Industry 1.0, we had Industry 2.0, we had Industry 3.0, and now the latest trend which is going on in IoT devices, Internet of Things, that we are calling basically Industry 4.0.
Wonderful, wonderful. So if we want to understand this Industry 4.0, so we need to understand the industrial revolution, right? No, evaluation, how actually the industry has evolved. So you just look at this slide. So basically Industry 1 actually, started in 1784. And if you look at the most processes in Industry 1, those are dominated by the mechanical processes. Okay, so basically mechanical steam powered engine. Then in Industry 2nd, electricity overpowered the mechanical processes. Third is my favorite, although it started in India in 1969, as you can see in the slide, but actually, Industry 3 in India started at early part of 1990s or maybe late 80s. And looking at the age profile, I'm 100% sure that you could straight away, relate your childhood, okay, with that. Now, let me take you to your childhood, early part of 1990s or late 80s, maybe childhood or young age. So, sir, how was our life? Our life was mostly dominated by what? Doordarshan, right? So that was the most form of entertainment. We had two channels, DD1 and DD2. That too, the picture quality of DD2 was so blurred. So I came from a place, originally I'm from Calcutta, which is located, the western part of Bangladesh. Right now I have become half Hyderabadi. So I remember I used to climb up my stairs and I used to turn my antenna towards Bangladesh so that I can capture one more channel, right? The two will become three. I'm quite sure that this is the experience of all of you. There are only, two times of movie, maybe in the entire week. One is on Saturday and one is on Sunday. What is the other type of form of entertainment? Is Chitrahar. I think Wednesday raat ko hota tha Chitrahar. Even if you want to know the cricket score, you have to rely on radio. And if the match is being played in West Indies, then the next morning you will get to know what is the score, whether Viv Richards has scored a century or Kapil Dev has taken 3 wickets. We used to read a lot. Okay, what was the other form of entertainment? We used to read a lot. And we knew that, whenever we will come back from the school, we had to go to our playground to play with our friends, right? So if I may now ask you, how was life? Is it good, bad, or ugly, or what should be your answer? The early part of, yeah, sir. How was life?
Fantastic. Was uncomplicated.
Yes, very important points, sir, you have, uttered here. I would say not good, bad, and ugly. Always, childhood is a nostalgia. Definitely, I will say fantastic. But I will say the life was less complex or less complicated. Okay. Now I want to throw one question. Sir, why the life was less complicated? Any answer to this? I can see some answers in chat box. Why the life was less complicated?
Less options were there, sir.
Absolutely. Less options. So if you have less options, your life is less complicated.
Less knowledge base.
Yeah. So I will replace this option or knowledge with one keyword, which is called less information. Okay.
Information. Yeah.
So हमारे पास information कम था. क्यों information कम था? Because before early part of 1990s, just after starting of the 1990s, actually two thing happens. Okay. क्या हुआ था? Number one, तो obviously liberalization of the economy and all those. Second exploration, what has happened is the internet. Abhi, when the internet arrives, there is a flowing of information, and when you have more information, you have more choice, and once you have more choice, your life will become more complex. So it's a kind of a same paradox, like as they say, necessity is the mother of invention. Okay, the choice is the mother of the conflict, right? तो आपके पास अगर ज्यादा choice है तो आपके पास conflict भी ज्यादा है. So what happens between husband and wife is exactly the same. So you have multiple choice. You want to do it on a particular note, your wife wants to do in a particular note, and that creates a conflict. Okay, but that's why you will see that these conflicts, I think 99% of the conflicts can be easily solved. Okay, because they don't have, now you imagine that situation. Okay. Have you seen this movie called, what was that? Tom Hanks wala movie, Cast Away? Have you seen this movie, Cast Away? Anyone?
Yes, we have seen.
Okay, so what is the plot of this Cast Away? Tom Hanks was traveling. Okay, and suddenly the spaceship broke down and he was confined to a lonely island where nobody was there. So he was, submerged with the sea and all those. So initially 5-6 days, he was very, I think he was very tired and all those. I mean, he tried to survive. Then he realized that, Jesse, if I want to survive, the first thing I need is to, get some food. So what he started doing that? He started to, catch live fish and eat. The question is that during that point of time, did Tom Cruise, have a choice that whether he's a vegetarian or non-vegetarian? Right. But we have a choice. So when we have a choice, our life has become more complex. Now, why I am saying this? Why I am saying this? Now, if you look at, I'm not only talking about the industrial evaluation, but also I'm talking about one inflection point where how we used to do things that has completely changed. Like if you look at industry 1.0, the entire processes were dominated by mechanical steam powered engine, then electricity overpowered that. And in industry 3, that was overpowered by, computer, automation, little bit electronics and all those. And now we are at industry 4.0, where we are working simultaneously with the robots. We are calling it AI tools. Okay. So if I go to the next slide, you will understand the context. So this is industry 1.0, where most of the processes were, mechanical process. This is your assembly line production, mostly dominated by electricity. Next is your industry 3.0, where we started using computer, little bit automation and all those. Now, after a certain point of time, maybe 20 years down the line, because industry 4.0 this term was coined in Germany and it started in 2011. But India, obviously, due to the, large scale of, I would say, population and all those, humongous amount of processes, it might take another 20 years or maybe another 10 years, 15 years down the line. So our industry's future will be like this, where the man and machines are working simultaneously. It's not man versus machine, rather man with machine. Now, if we want to understand fully the industry 4.0, somebody was mentioning about IoT, absolutely bang on, sir. But the industry 4.0 is dominated by these 6 technologies. So the first is your IoT. Now, what is this IoT, Internet of Things, we know. So can you little bit simplify what is this Internet of Things, and can anyone simplify this?
Machine communicates with machines.
Wonderful. And then what they are doing?
And take the decision, analyzing it.
Okay. So the primary thing that they are doing before analyzing, machine is communicating with machine, but in the process, they are generating humongous amount of data. What kind of data can I tell you? Like, let's say all of our, most of our, this Zoom meeting is going on and our video is on. Now, if you analyze, you will be able to see that almost we have, generated, I think, 2 GB of data in the background. Now, can you imagine? I mean, you again go back to our childhood. There is a rectangular chip storage device which is called floppy disk. What was the storage capacity of the floppy disk? Can anyone tell?
1.4 MB.
1.4 MB. That means
1.2 MB, 1.44 MB.
Yes. So that means you could only store, one simple audio file and one PowerPoint presentation. If you want to store another audio file, you have to delete the first one. So that was the case. Now, if you look at in this, only just 15 minutes lecture, if we have generated, kind of a, 2 GB data. So in this small, 1 hour session, what kind of data will be generating, and in a single day, what kind of data sale is generating. So that's why every company is telling, even if we can, analyze the teeny fraction of this data, it might provide us a lot of evidence-based insights. So all companies are talking about data-driven decision making. Fine, अभी तो data तो generate कर दिया, but data को कहाँ पे store करेंगे? Okay, so right now the kind of data we are generating, no data point is sufficient. No physical storage is sufficient to store the data. So we have introduced the concept of cloud. Cloud matlab we have created some kind of virtual space where data can be shared, uploaded, downloaded, and that will be there will be a user ID password kind of a mechanism. We can always download the data.
Sir, I want to ask you a question, sir. Why did you use the word virtual space? It is not virtual.
Yes, it is not virtual. Although why we use this virtual? Because See, if you look at the concept of the Google Drive, what we can do, we can virtually share our, these PPTs and all those, where that link can be shared with others, that they can download. But you are absolutely bang on, sir. So as if we are thinking that every sharing is happening virtually, but ultimately ये एक space है. Ultimately, this is a server. So what
Actually, why I told you, sir, because many people still look upwards at the sky when they are talking of cloud.
Yeah. So what they are doing now, all these big companies, Amazon or whatever, the Google and all those, they are creating this server inside the ocean, because this data center actually generates a huge amount of heat. So if you look at, I think Amazon has a server cloud below Pacific Ocean. Similarly, Google has Google has below the Atlantic, something like that actually. So yes, you are right, sir. Now fine, हम लोग तो data तो generate कर लिया, data को store भी कर लिया. Now AI. Okay, so what is this AI? Can someone tell us? So AI is the central point in today's discussion. Okay, but I will remember that I have only half an hour time, right? So let us quickly touch upon AI. What is this AI?
Hello.
AI क्या है? एक line में. I don't want to use any jargon.
Machine generated solution. You give input, based on the input, that output comes from automatically generated output comes. Like, who is Mr. Modi? So it will process and say Mr. Modi is Prime Minister of India. Or for example, we are typing something and it automatically knows what I am typing and what I should be asking next.
Okay, fine. So AI को समझने के लिए, I will just give you maybe another just 5 minutes. I will just harp on this topic. After that, I will straight away show you some tools which I feel that it's extremely important for you and your team. And if you start using from tomorrow onwards, that will definitely improve your business process at least by 10%. That I can guarantee you. मैं आपको लिख के देता हूँ. After this session, I will take the feedback. Okay. Now coming back to this AI. What is this AI? Let me give you a simple example without using any kind of jargon. So मान लीजिए आपके घर में एक 3 साल का बच्चा है या 2 साल का बच्चा है. You want him to understand what is the basic difference between dog and cat. तो हम लोग क्या करते हैं? What is the techniques that we generally follow? Can someone tell me?
We show a picture or a live one. This is how a dog looks. This is how a cat looks. It has got these things. It has got these things. That means we are teaching the child actually.
Wonderful, wonderful. So that means what you are doing, you are, providing him some kind of, features, patterns, or some kind of instructions, I would say. Okay. Now forget about ourselves. We are matured individual, right? We are matured individual. You think about that particular child. You need to remember that, he is only 2 years old. So that means he does not have any decision-making power. So when we are providing some kind of an instruction to the child, what the child is doing actually? What the child is doing?
He is accepting the instructions.
He will follow he will repeat the instruction, sir. Simply he will repeat the instruction.
And he will first store that. He will first store that and then use it later on to match with the next one comes.
The child will say
He is generating data within his brain.
The child will try to differentiate between cat and dog based on some data already given inbuilt beforehand in the system. A system will think like that.
No, I'm not talking about the system. I'm talking about the child. You need to remember that he is only 2 years old. Okay. He does not have, thinking power like us. Okay. जे इतना कुछ तो बड़ी वर्ड उसको समझ में नहीं आता है ना. Next time when it is learning that it is mu or bho, he has to repeat some kind of answer. Okay, so what actually he is doing? Yes, so somebody actually mentioned that is very important. Basically what you are giving the child is some bit of instruction. So AI language में हम लोग बोलते हैं क्या? Prompt. So basically we are providing some prompt to the child. The child in response, what it is doing, yes, it is storing, analyzing का इतना capability नहीं है. It is trying to identify some patterns based on your instruction. अभी एक चीज मुझे बोलिए, fine, he has identified the pattern, he is giving you the response, everything I am okay with this. But are you sure जब आप एक बार आपका child को बोल देंगे, you know, see, this is the basic difference between dog and cat. तो just one go और एक बार में, I mean, he or she will be able to give you the right answer?
No.
नहीं होता है ना, तो हम लोग क्या करते हैं उसके बाद?
फिर से रिपीट करते हैं.
Absolutely. So this is the backbone of the game. So learn, unlearn, and relearn. Okay. Now you imagine why actually when somebody tells that AI is improving the decision making, sometimes I feel that really, because if your training is not right, or instruction is not right, prompt is not right, will your child generate a good response? Question is that. So that's why we will say that, you will think that, or you will often, see that the AI will hallucinate. Okay, AI will not give you, the proper response. Okay, so एक छोटा सा example देखेंगे. So right now the buzzword is what? All these AI generated tools. ChatGPT के बारे में तो everyone is talking about. So ChatGPT, are you using ChatGPT?
Yes, sir.
For what kind of purpose?
For creating draft emails.
Creating draft email, absolutely fine. What else? Okay, fine. Report, presentation outlines, all those things, right?
ChatGPT we are using for development also. I'm in IT background. I just give ChatGPT some snippet of the code, and I want them to find the logical gap. They also the ChatGPT provides me. It's more like my assistant. So whatever I wish, it do.
Wonderful, wonderful. So now let me just do a very small thing with ChatGPT. Okay, so I will ask ChatGPT a simple question. I bark like a dash. What do you think? What should be the answer? If I ask the same question to human being, what should be the answer?
Dog.
Dog. I think 99% of the people will say dog. Okay.
Yes.
Let me ask this question to ChatGPT. Fine.
Yes.
Absolutely sure. Achha, let me ask the same question again to ChatGPT.
Achha.
Same question, I'm just copying and asking ChatGPT again. Now what it is saying?
Wolf.
Okay, let me ask the same question again.
Sorry, Baba.
तो आंसर चेंज कर दे रहे हैं ChatGPT. What is the logic behind this?
Number one is more probable. ज़्यादा.
Absolutely, bang on. मतलब क्या है? When you are searching, you are giving some kind of prompt. What ChatGPT is doing, it is searching in the entire information available in the public domain, and it is returning the highest probability. Okay, now when you are questioning again to ChatGPT, maybe it is returning the second highest probability, but you think like that. Okay, आपने आपका बच्चा का पूछा कि you tell me is it dog or cat, तो आपका बच्चा आपको response किया कि this is dog. Now if you say to your child, हाँ, are you sure this is dog, क्या करेगा बच्चा?
Cat बोलेगा.
It will change the response. It will change the response. So what I am trying to say, the point I am trying to make, ChatGPT को भी आप एक question और एक बार पूछते हो, it will change the response. So what I am trying to say, this just AI tools, just like your own kid. But you need to remember that you will be in the driving force, but this bacha, this kid has, I think 5 lakhs time processing power than your own kid. So it could quickly analyze, it could quickly throw you the output, but the quality of output, you should be in a position to judge the quality of the output. That's why they say in the industry 4.0, it's not man versus machine, it's man with machine. So sometimes, participants ask me questions, sir, AI ka to ye ekdam bakwas hai, galat hai. Why? Because the prompt that we have given, okay, might not be good, or maybe the training data set that we are using that training is not, very good. So how AI will work, that depends on what kind of instructions we are providing to AI. Now we will give a very, very interesting example. Okay. In which way AI is better than me? I mean, what are the, types of things that AI will do it much faster than me? So let us introduce one tool called Gamma. So today only I was discussing with Mr. Rajesh. I think Gamma already, some of the people from SAIL are using. But you please see this tool. What is the enormous processing power of this tool? Okay. Now, Gamma is basically used to prepare a presentation. So we all are making presentations. Okay. Now, those who are not using AI tools, I'm just asking you, sir, typically to prepare a good presentation, how long it takes?
How many slides?
Let's say 10 slides. And you have all the data with you.
At least 1 hour.
1 hour.
1 hour to lagta hai, right? Sometimes it is more also.
Sometimes more also.
Yes. Now this tool, so that's what I'm saying. You see, one important thing you need to understand. So let's say if you have, 8 to 9 hours of time, 8 to 9 hours of working time in a day, let's say 9 hours. You will see that out of these 9 hours, 5 to 6 hours you do routine activities. Okay, मतलब मीटिंग करते हैं आप लोग, ओके, समरी बना के भेजते हैं, कॉल में बिजी रहते हैं, ईमेल भेजते हैं, पावर पॉइंट बनाते हैं, समथिंग लाइक दैट, यू सेंड इट द रिपोर्ट एंड दैट. Maybe 2 to 3 hours is your productive, I mean, hardcore technical work. So what AI will do, AI will, bring this 6 hours to 2 hours. That I can guarantee you. So let me take a quick examples of Gamma. Okay. So what I will do, I will prepare a quick PPT based on the Gamma. Okay. So I will create this link called generate. As you can see here, these 8 cards matlab slide. So somebody was mentioning, so let's say I want to prepare a 8 slides PPT. Okay. So I will just select these 8 slides. You describe what you would like to make. So here what you have to give, you have to just give the, content of the presentation. Can someone tell me any content? Anything you would like to, make a PPT? Anything, sir, related to your work?
How to bring about a cultural change in SAIL.
Wow. Very good, man.
How to bring cultural change in SAIL. Okay. Now see what we are doing, as I discussed, we are giving some prompt. Okay. So I'm also writing Steel Authority of India Limited because so that AI can understand what is SAIL is all about. Maybe a leading, the country's leading steel producer. Okay. Now, fine. So when we make a PPT, what we do, first we try to, understand what are the outlines of the PPT. So I will quickly create the outline. So let AI create the outline. Okay, I'll just click on this generate outline button. So see, it is giving you the outlines. So what are the outlines? If you now check this, transforming SAIL, a roadmap for cultural change. Okay, introduction, goal, key areas, understanding the current culture. Okay, next. See, employee cultural score also, it has, taken from some of the, reports. Vision for the future, key strategies for cultural transformation, fostering collaboration and teamwork, driving innovation and continuous improvement. Okay, enhancing accountability and ownership, and measuring success and sustaining the change. Yes. Okay, so let's generate the PPT. So these are the outline of the presentations AI has already created. So what we have to do, we have to, like we in the PowerPoint presentation, we select a theme. So we'll quickly select a theme from here.
Will it be the same if the company's name is different?
No, that part I will come.
You can just show for some other company also if you can do
that. Absolutely not. Same. You can try it out, sir. It's a absolute open source. This thing.
Rai Sahab, I'm GS Das from actually Routela Steel Plant. And here it is actually this the cultural transformation. If you will upload all the policies of the SAIL then whether this data can be misused also by somebody else.
Definitely. Definitely. That part I'm coming, sir. Quickly, let me generate. I will discuss those things. Chalo. Because only constant is time. I had a lot of things to share, but maybe in some other day. So as you can see, I'm just here, telling you how you can improve the process. Okay. Now forget about this PPT. This PPT, creation of the PPT only took 10 seconds. ठीक है, तो आपको जो 1 घंटा में आप बनाते थे, at least now you have a 70% framework ready, and this is a new age PPT, which you can download in a PowerPoint format. Now ये PPT अच्छा नहीं होगा. Why this will not be good? Because we have just created or typed a generic topic, right? We have not provided any kind of data. We have not provided any kind of data. Matlab kya? Whatever the prompt that we had given, this is a very generic prompt. And as I told you in my earlier discussion, the quality of the prompt, the more the quality of the prompt, the quality of the PowerPoint would be more good. So that means what I'm trying to say, if you have all the data points ready, or maybe you have a 2-page summary document, या आपके पास पूरा data है सेल का, क्या है, ये है, all these things. So, and if you just, upload that data set into Gamma, and if you ask Gamma, prepare a PPT based on these documents, then आपका 80% ready हो जाएगा within 10 seconds. Then later on, if you are not liking any particular, picture, you just delete it and, insert some other pictures. So this is where AI could help you. Now coming to the security aspect. Okay. My question to you is, sir, those who are asking about the security and confidentiality, does SAIL have a AI policy in place in the organization? The answer is no.
Yes.
It's not only SAIL. You name any PSU in India, okay, they have cyber security policy, but you don't have any AI policy. So as all the senior people are sitting there, my urge to you is, maybe you can take back one input. I think as we are working in the AI era, the crying need is to develop a AI policy. That means what kind of data we can share. That means what kind of data we can share, what kind of data we could not share. Like giving you one simple example. So you are using SAP or ERP. So some vendor is there who has implemented that. That means whatever the personal information you have, all the information is stored in those vendor server, but you are okay with this. Why
Yes,
you
sir.
are okay with this? Because you have an MOU with that particular vendor. That means if something goes wrong related to your security, you can hold the vendor responsible. But here you don't have any MOU with Gamma. So if something happens, then Mr. X will be responsible to share sales confidential data with the AI tool. So that's why I started the session with that, have I been pawned? Because there you could see there might be chances of data breach and all that. So what needs to be done? So if you want to use any AI tool and with respect to some interesting version, what you can do, you can have a simple MOU with that vendor so that you can make that vendor responsible. So fine. One thing is, preparing a PPT. So PPT is definitely one of the important things. Yeah. Next. So let me show you another tool.
Yes,
So
that
this
is
tool is called your
Rasaf, that is regarding the vendors. So suppose we are having our internal some agreements or certain the purchase orders, contracts we have placed on the parties, and we are going to check whether all these things have been done as per the terms of the contract or not. Whether we can upload both the agreements and as well as whatever the procedures are being implemented, whether these are contrary or whether these are in agreement with as per the contract.
No,
That's
what
our
I'm
internal
saying.
things. Then we don't have to approach any vendor. That is our internal things.
Like I am now showing you one tool, sir. I think that tool will solve this problem. Okay. So this tool, I think you all are using, or maybe if you are not using, it's extremely useful. The name of the tool is Notebook LM. It's a Google tool. Okay. Straight away, Google will provide this tool. So if you are using Gmail and if you are trusting Google, so I think you can simply trust this Notebook ML. No problem. So what I will do, what is the basic feature of this tool? Okay. Here, you can upload a PDF or text or audio file and ask relevant questions. Like what Sarah was mentioning, like we have tested in other PSUs, like you have a lot of, tender document, purchase document, sometimes, float some tenders, you check the eligibility of the vendors and all those things. What you can do, you can simply, upload this file from this choose file section. Like we have a sale annual report.
Yes.
Yeah. So let me just give me 1 second. What I will do. So any PDF file, you can upload here, and then you can ask relevant questions based on that PDF file. So what we did, I think there was a tender or procurement document or something like that. So we merged and combined that document into a PDF file, and then we upload that document in Notebook 11. Okay. So we asked the question. These are the eligible. Then we gave the prompt. What was the prompt? You see, these are our eligibility criteria. So from this, document, you say which vendors are eligible. So it will give you in 10 seconds. Like if you look at here right now, what I have done, I have uploaded one sale annual report here. So 2023-24 from the public domain. So I will ask one question here. See this some questions. It will show me as a prompt. Yeah, how has sale overall financial performance evolved over the last fiscal year? Okay, if I have clicked on this, so it is generating some response, and it will give you all the figures. You can just simply ask, you create a just 2-page summary based on this entire annual report. It will provide you the relevant, data. Also, if you look at here, it has given you the source, the mention of the, where you can, in which page you can get this particular highlights. Now you imagine you have now this 2-page summary ready. You now copy and paste this summary and paste it into Gamma and ask Gamma, you prepare a presentation based on this. तो आपका गामा क्या करेगा 15 seconds में आपको PPT भी बना के दे देगा. So the summary report which could take 1 hour and the PPT which could take 2 hours, by using these two tools, you can complete it in 10 minutes. So straight away, 1 hour work-life balance. Okay. Another tool I would like to show you. This is the last tool because as I was telling you, I think 44 such open source tools are available in the market. Okay. In fact, in this special leadership program, I had a couple of sessions. I show them almost 8 to 10 tools. So which we felt that if you start using this from tomorrow onwards, at least 10% your day-to-day process improvement will happen. Yes. If you want to, automate your blast furnace or automate your some kind of operations, there we need to introspect what kind of data is there, what you are generating and all those, but day-to-day business process improvement. That is why intentionally we titled this session as, business process improvement, day-to-day business process improvement. So can I show them the AI document? Yeah. So I will just now request Dr. Raman to, just give you a little bit. Yeah. So as you can see, the prompt that I have given, create a 5-page proposal for using AI in digital marketing. Okay. So here, this is a topic. So there is a tool called AI Documenter. You can change any topic. Okay. Let's say AI in steel industries. Okay. Create a 5-page proposal for using AI in steel industry. So what are the areas you feel that, AI might be useful? So I will just create on generate. So as you can see, the document is being generated in the background. So as you can see, it's almost 65% ready. Now, one important thing is that these are not plagiarized. Now, if you are not liking the content, you can just change the prompt. Or if you can put additional data, it will give you a lot of things. So what I'm trying to say is this is the document generator. So I just showed you the PPT, the summarizer, and this is a kind of a document generator. Now you name any discipline, anything, creating image, like as you can see, this report has come that, this thing. Yeah, so you can download this report in a Word format also or PDF format also. Okay, so I'm for the time being, we are just skipping the download. So as you can see, the document is ready. So already we have downloaded. So let me open the Word file. Yeah, so this is the Word file that we have created just now. So integrating AI for efficiency steel production, how AI addresses these challenges. So as you can see, yes, current application in AI production, predictive maintenance, quality control. Yeah, ArcelorMittal, some examples it has given. Now you imagine, you want this document to be created in the sale context. So you have one annual report or some kind of informations with you. You're just putting those informations along with the prompts. So this live report can be, generated. Okay. So what I'm trying to say, just 3 tools I have shown you. One for, how you can make your PPT, how you can generate your document, how you can use summary. So starting from, creation of the document to creation of the tender documents to analyzing the tender documents to analyzing the, bid process, what are the gaps there. So you have a humongous amount of information, need to, get the crux of the things. So all these can be done by using of the AI tool.
Sir,
Yes.
I have a query, sir. Can I ask? The third one which you showed, AI Doc Maker, you asked that what are the AI solutions for steel industry Europe? If I ask specifically for sale,
yes,
do you think it will give me specifically for sale? Because it has been taught to give about a steel industry.
Yes. So what it will do, it will analyze all your internal documents, whatever it is available in the public domain. Okay.
Yes.
Because internal documents, so AI will not have, right? So it will analyze all your documents, all your, annual reports and all those. So it will, pick the, right context and it will present you in the form of a context. But as I was telling you, it's not that AI will give you one-stop solution. So you need to have your own data, right? So if you are not okay, so that's what I'm saying. At least 10% process improvement will be there. Like what will happen now? You have at least 5-page document ready, and if you properly go through that, you will see that at least 60% you can take out of that document. Maybe 40% needs to be changed, but those time of creation of these 40% documents, that time can be saved. So that is what I'm saying.
Sir,
yes, sir.
Yeah, what I'm telling you, as you told, Notebook LM is available in Google, right, sir?
Yes, yes.
This Doc Maker?
AI Doc Maker is also same.
This Gamma.opp/create?
Absolutely free, sir. Whatever I will show you. In fact,
Okay.
I was telling you 44 such tools are available. Everything is free. We don't recommend paying as of now any penny to AI. Okay.
But the ChatGPT, as I know, it is of 2 versions. One is paid, one is unpaid, isn't it?
Yes.
So ChatGPT, we can take the lower version also, right?
ChatGPT, you can take the lower version. ChatGPT, I don't believe much because ChatGPT hallucinates.
Okay. But sir, I used that AI tool which was available in WhatsApp to create a resume for my son, and I just gave some inputs and it did it within seconds.
Yes.
Just like
Pandit sir, this ChatGPT, that is a paid version, is very costly also.
That's what I'm saying. Now China has developed that DeepSeek, na sir. So ChatGPT में क्या होता है ना? ChatGPT, if you just upload two PDFs, it will ask for money. So this DeepSeek that they have developed, you can upload 50 PDFs in a day. Okay.
So DeepSeek.
Notebook LM also.
But in the but in the paid version, they are telling that many value addition, many other features also will be available.
Nothing is
there. Not in the free version.
मैं बोल रहा हूँ अभी क्या हो रहा है research में क्या हो रहा है? We academicians, what we are doing. Let's say we used to do in our PhD literature review, right? तो literature review में हम लोग क्या करते थे? We used to download 50 papers, academic papers. वो 50 papers को लेके summary बना के हम लोग बनाते थे. वो बनाने के लिए 3 दिन लग जाता था, 3 months लग जाता है. अभी what we do? If we download 25 PDFs and we merge those PDFs in a single file, and if I upload it into Google LM, Notebook LM, just now I showed you, and if I ask give a prompt to Notebook LM based on this paper, based on this PDF document, to create a 8-page literature review, it will give me in 1 hour. Not even 1 hour, just 10 seconds. Okay, now what I have to do? If I want, I mean, this to be plagiarism free and everything, so I just need to change the, English. तो आपका जो 3 महीना का जो काम था literature review का, that will be replaced by notebook LM in 1 hour or maybe maximum by 1 day. So see, this is the beauty of using the AI tool. So I think, Rajesh sir, I have already overshot that time.
just one thing, ऐसा कैसे इंटरनल डॉक्यूमेंट्स थोड़ा सा अपलोड करने में थोड़ा सा रिस्क है उसमें ना, इंटरनल डॉक्यूमेंट्स अपलोड करने के लिए कुछ तो रिस्क होगा उसमें.
देखिए, इंटरनल डॉक्यूमेंट के लिए व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू से, यू प्लीज, आई मीन, स्पीक टू योर मैनेजमेंट क्विकली. यू नीड टू, आई मीन, first come out with a AI policy. I mean, there will be a lot of cultural changes in sale. I know that, down the line 2-3 years. So first thing, you need to develop a AI policy. Once you have a AI policy, then this fear will not be there, sir. Right now, I cannot also recommend. Okay, but I am using this Notebook LM because Notebook LM is a Google-based product, right? It's simply Google. So if you are trusting Google every day, if you are opening, Google or browser in your cell and you are searching for something, that means you are trusting it. So इसमें risk थोड़ा कम है. But can we trust everyone? Ultimately, Google का भी तो ये American company है ना, तो server में तो data तो store हो रहा है. So what I suggest, you don't start using those at an organization level, but personal level. Another suggestion I would like to give you before I close this session. So any AI tools, what I generally do, sir, I create a personal email ID which is not linked to my, any UPI account, okay, any mobile number or anything else. Right? So you just simply create a dummy email ID. एक Gmail में एक email ID create कर लीजिए. Whenever you want to use these AI tools, use only those email ID for using these AI tools. I think उसमें आपका security बहुत ये हो जाएगा, enhance हो जाएगा.
Correct, exactly.
So this thing.
करना एक मेरा एक सवाल था.
Yes sir.
कि अभी जो भी इंफॉर्मेशन हम लोग मांगते हैं नोटबुक LM से, तो वो क्या आज का रियल टाइम इंफॉर्मेशन देता है या कुछ पुराना भी है? जैसे मैं सुना था कि ChatGPT का 20 था.
ना सर, इसलिए मैं आपको क्या बोल रहा हूँ ना, देयर आर 2 टाइप्स ऑफ लर्निंग एक्चुअली. तो as one is your ChatGPT. तो ChatGPT में you are asking one information, that means ChatGPT में hallucinate also. मान लीजिए ChatGPT के पास कुछ भी नहीं है, no information is there, but ultimately ChatGPT will give you some kind of,
output.
Okay, तो you should be in a position to judge the quality of that output. ये बच्चों जैसा है ना, आपका बच्चों से कुछ भी पूछो, अच्छा you tell me a story, 2-year-old का कुछ पूछो तो कुछ ना कुछ बोल देगा, something like that. So that's why now these retrieval augmented, all these things have come. Okay, this supervised machine learning. So supervised machine learning में आप क्या कर रहे हो? You are uploading the documents, relevant documents there. It could be 500 pages, but you are asking the questions based on that document. That means you have a source. So I generally prefer that one. I mean, I don't want to use that ChatGPT. ChatGPT basic idea generation you can do, but I have doubt whether, I mean, it is improving the decision making, because ultimately you are in the driver. But you need to remember that there should be no competition with AI, because in terms of processing power, AI will overtake you. But in terms of functional knowledge, AI cannot overtake you. So ultimately the quality of prompt will come from you. Okay, and you will be in the, ultimately you have to drive, like you drive your child, you have to drive, right? So again, I'm closing this talk with this small one-line quote, that it's not man versus machine, it's man with machine. So I had a lot of things to share, but I think in 45 minutes I could do only these things. So please, I mean, pardon me for that. And thank you for, active listening. It was always nice speaking to the, sales executives.
Thank you
for giving.
Sir.
And
we can take, if you allow, sir, we can take a couple of questions. Though yes, they are more, I am sure, but considering the paucity of time, we'll take a couple of questions. Sir.
Why not? Why not?
We are open, sir.
Sir.
Personally, Karnak, I want to thank you for such a beautiful class. And it is always, feel proud to have a class from my college mate.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. We'll talk later.
Okay.
Extend this session, Rajesh.
Okay, we can sir extend, and for the Q&A part, sir, because sir has done with the.
So what we can do, I can take a couple of questions and we can discuss those things also.
Sir, we can always plan a follow-up session also, sir. We will, sir. We will, sir. I think, sir, we'll take the questions and then we'll discuss it, sir.
बाकी 10 जानना है ना, उन्होंने 3 बताया, बाकी 10 भी तो जानना है ना.
नहीं, इधर राजेश एक क्वेश्चन है हमारा.
Sir, please.
ये जो शुरू में इन्होंने जो एग्जांपल दिया छोटा बच्चे का जिसको हम क्वेश्चन पूछते हैं तो उसे एआई से कनेक्ट किया है तो व्हाट इज द रोल ऑफ टॉफी चॉकलेट बिकॉज हम वो चॉकलेट टॉफी दिखा के बच्चों का एआई के साथ रिलेट करते हैं तो व्हाट इज द रोल ऑफ दैट टॉफी चॉकलेट इन एआई
So conditioning, yes.
conditioning, yes.
Yeah. So,
Sir, the role of toffee and chocolate in AI is basically the GPU. जो जैसे कि सर ने क्वेश्चन किया था ना कि चैट जीपीटी मिनी है एंड चैट जीपीटी प्लस है. वी आर पेइंग समथिंग एक्स्ट्रा टू चैट जीपीटी दैट मींस वी आर गेटिंग सम मोर पावर. नहीं सर, जैसे फर्स्ट बॉय और लास्ट बॉय में डिफरेंस होता है ना, दोनों के पास बुक सेम होते हैं, फंक्शनल नॉलेज सेम होता है, बस प्रोसेसिंग पावर अलग होता है, इसलिए आउटपुट बदल जाता है. सिमिलरली यहाँ पे भी कैसा है कि जीपीटी मिनी के पास जो मेमोरी है, जो उसके पास फंक्शनल नॉलेज है, वो सेम फंक्शनल नॉलेज उसके चैट जीपीटी प्लस के पास भी है, लेकिन वो आउटपुट बदल जाता है क्योंकि उनके पास जीपीयू जो है, इसके पास 16 कोर है, उसके पास 64 कोर है, इसलिए वो पैसे मांग रहे हैं और ये फ्री में है.
Okay, clear, thank you.
इनका क्वेश्चन, if I could understand, the question was different. The question was कि आप बच्चे के माइंड को प्रोसेस करने के लिए कुछ टॉफी और चॉकलेट देते हैं, तो what chocolate and toffee we are giving to chat GPT, there can be two answers according to me. One is money we are paying to chat GPT, and second is we are giving our own data to chat GPT.
Information.
We can process it for many other purpose.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yes,
Because if you are relating something with this example, then that should be there because we cannot ignore the importance of chocolate. That will be there. Okay. Thank you.
Fine.
Yes. Yeah. Any more questions, sir? Follow-up question.
Sir, can you suggest us any site where we can gather the lot of the information?
That was my question.
Suppose we want to compare the steel cost of the production with the other our rivals. So how we can get? Because generally in our day-to-day life, we are looking forward how we can reduce our cost of production and these all things. So we should have that information, then we can present to the higher up in 10 minutes. Yes, so you can suggest the sites.
वो तो इंटरनल ये है ना, कम्युनिकेशन है एक्चुअली. सो लाइक यू हैव अ इंटरनल these things, all the price. So I think you are also not sharing with the AI tools.
No, but it is available in the public domain. When the quarterly accounts are already available in the market also, you can understand like that.
Sir, वो तो very simple है ना. I was just telling you, if it is available in the public domain, you can get everything. You don't have to do any kind of research. You just, create a 5 PDF. Okay, so you download those 5 PDFs, you name them properly. This is for sale, this is for ArcelorMittal, this is for Tata, this is for that. Now you upload that PDF in notebook in them and you ask them the question. You compare. Give me a comparative statement between all these 5 steel companies.
But sir, this is I think is the old 3 months, 6 month data. Actually, you want to understand the latest data. You try to understand because the market is cyclical, na sir. Every day is changing. So from where we can gather these informations?
No, sir, मुझे पता नहीं.
Most of these data are internal or paid limited मिलेंगे, but not available in the open domain because they are
open domain में share नहीं करेगा ना. That is the
secrets रहते हैं sir.
But sir, ready-made information that we are getting in a seconds. Suppose कल कुछ हुआ आज मिल जाता है.
So it is from the data available in public domain, sir.
Anyway, sir. उसके लिए different things
है. हमारा cost का data या फिर private Tata का आपका cost का data अगर जानना है, so that won't be available in public domain.
That won't be available, yes.
उसका output बस निकलेगा जो P&L ये सब के फॉर्म में रहता है या बस उतना ही limited रहता है.
या जो कंपनी बताना चाहती है.
Sir, that is the beauty of this AI, na. We are focusing for that thing that we want to extract the information from the inside. ये तो sir just एक तो simple जो available है, we are still getting from the Google, sir.
Yes.
That's I want to understand from the sir how we can collect this thing.
No, that you cannot collect the real-time data. You can do some kind of analysis. Like analysis is what? Maybe you have collected the last 10 quarters data. So based on that, based on predictive modeling, you will be able to say this might be the this thing. So you can analyze your competitor, but obviously, no tools. Nobody will share their internal data with any kind of in public.
Okay.
Right?
So just
that
okay,
Sir, AI can do predictive modeling also.
Here I differ with you. If you see the annual book which is given to the stock market by every company, if it is analyzed on chat GPT basis, then many an information you can gather from there. आप सिर्फ उसमें लीजिए, for example, I'll take few examples of a steel plant, say coke rate of Tata Steel, what they have done. It is all available in voluminous of 600, 700 pages of annual book. वहां से chat GPT, and that is available in public domain. That is because those informations are given always to the stock markets. So वहां से what Mr. Chaudhary is posting a question is very valid. Something of that sort, he wants analysis because it is impossible for us to read our own annual book, which is around 500 pages. So forget about annual book of other companies. तो उसमें से कुछ key data pick up करके, तो is this Mr. Chaudhary you wanted to ask?
Yes, sir. Sir, why I am sharing, because in our bulletins, sir, metal bulletins or other coal bulletins, Argus and Platts, all informations are weekly basis available, sir. So from there, actually, that was my idea to collect those informations.
Beautiful idea. So this is where, in fact, I would also need help as a part of Business Excellence Head. I would also need some kind of those data from where I can do. See, it takes me around a month to read one annual book.
Correct, sir.
And after that, 1 week, because I have fetched the data. So this time of mine will be saved drastically if I pick up few data like how much raw material they have consumed, what was the value of raw material, what was the value of iron ore, coal, coke, what is the blend they have used. All these things, if I can get it in one place, instead of reading the 700 pages, if I can get it through chat GPT quickly, I can add value to my job.
Sir, this annual book is available in a PDF format.
Yes, it is.
So, sir, so that notebook element you can straight away you can start using from tomorrow.
If the notebook, if the contents which is available in the open forum, you can use, or you can at any point of time you can use the notebook element.
Yes.
More questions and answers will be given.
Yes. That's what I'm saying, sir. Tomorrow onwards, you can just upload those annual book in Notebook LM. You can ask all relevant questions, whatever you want. You will get this question in 5 seconds.
What Mr. Chaudhary was asking.
Sir, ho jayega.
And one more thing, sir, in Notebook LM, you can also generate some podcast. Like suppose you have uploaded 4 to 5 PDFs and you want 20 minutes of recording voice between two people. Like suppose me and Connor were speaking together. That also podcast you can generate. Like you can generate the entire podcast over of 20 minutes, download it in MP3, and download in your mobile phone. Listen to that with your headphone. It will automatically, you will understand about the entire PDF within the 20 minutes.
So we have done this, sir, and shared into our internal WhatsApp group. I will repost that message so that
sir, clear about what we are asking for, basically.
Sir, one site is also there, sir. AI.ppt maker. That is also site whether we can also get the advantage also, sir.
Yes. Sir, that's what I was saying. Almost 40 such tools are available. Only I
take the last question, sir.
Yes. Sure.
Please.
Rajesh, I will put up the last question.
Sir, please.
Practical base karao yaar. Practical. This was a very good session. I liked it. It was a wonderful session.
Yes.
In between, I got disconnected for a few minutes. Ek aur karao on practical base.
Okay, sir, we'll collect the more specific inputs from you internally, and we will conduct, sir.
Sir, Atanu sir को मैं request करूँगा सी, I mean practical based कराने के लिए ना, it's a base that we conduct a hands-on session.
Hands-on, yes.
There will be some laptops and all those. Maybe the participants will work on group and all those. I think that online would be a little bit difficult, sir. If we can plan for a one-day program in MTI, that also is okay for us. Okay,
we will, sir. We will. We are planning, sir. Once it crystallizes, we'll let you know, sir. Sanjay, sir.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
So, considering the time and your seniors' engagements also, we wanted it to continue. But again, the idea is of this until this stage only to give a nudge, and that all this kind of facets also exist. And thank you, really, Dr. Kanak Roy, and man behind the scene or behind the camera, Dr. Raman Ghosh also. Thank you, sir. You have shared a lot of valuable insights on how AI can be used to transform personal efficiency also, and also decision making in an organization, how we can make it much faster. So you introduced a lot of topics in this session, sir. You started with this man-machine collaboration. that it is not man versus machine, it's more man with machine, and how we can leverage AI as an enabler for better decision making and improving our efficiency. So you also very aptly shared about the Industry 4 and the AI-powered business intelligence, how AI is transforming the operations. You also shared about a very critical aspect, sir, because everything is free, but is it really free? So we need to be careful in that aspect also, because Lollipop is there. So you shared, have I been found websites, sir, to understand the aspects of the cyber threats, the importance of the data security in this particular AI-driven environment, sir. Thank you for also sharing for the various important tools like Gamma.app, Notebook LM, and also sir, AI Doc Maker. We wanted it to continue, but I'm sure, sir, जैसे कि one of the topics was how we can improve the do the cultural change in the sale. This particular discussion itself shows that there is a cultural change in the AI also happening in sale, because the need is also there, and also people are moving into that direction. So we also as a company need to move much more coherent, and we are taking steps in those directions, sir. So we are also moving in that particular direction in this particular AI facet also, sir. I thank you, sir, personally on behalf of SAIL MTI, our management team. Sanjay sir wanted to be present over here, but he is currently traveling. He will be in the midst of the flight. So I extend my sincere gratitude to the esteemed speakers, Dr. Kanak Roy sir and Dr. Raman Ghosh, for sharing their deep expertise and practical insights of the AI tools, sir. Thank you all the senior leaders who are connected, all the participants for their active engagement, their thought-provoking questions, and also the chat section that we had, sir. That was also very informative. Someone mentioned also that I use the prompt to say the ChatGPT that you are behave like a ChatGPT Pro, and then I ask the questions. So it gives a different, better responses than the free version. So that is again learning from each other. What I will do is, sir, some tools that sir has mentioned, I will also give the link of the tools into our WhatsApp groups, so that again you can visit those sites again by the evening or definitely by tomorrow. So we look forward more such sessions in physical also. And thank you, sir. Thank you all. Thank you all, sir.
One thing thank you, Dr. Karna.
Sir, you are saying something.
Sir, you are saying something.
No, I told that lightly actually. Mr. Rajesh has missed one thing. In fact, in the chat itself, he has introduced one thing, read.ai for taking meeting minutes of the meeting.
Sir.
He has already
in this meeting. Yes,
right.
Sir. In this meeting also, there is an app in Zoom which summarizes the meeting, और वो summary आपका website पे आ जाता है. So read.ai is there. I will also paste that link also, so that sir आप लोग बहुत सारे meetings attend करते हैं, you can always utilize that also. So thank you all, sir. We will be posting the recording of the session, those who have missed during the session also parts, onto our eVigyan portal and to internally also. Thank you everyone, sir.
And keep joining. My special request to all the executive directors and CGMs.
Oh, Atharva sir, thank you.
My special request to all the CGMs and executive directors, please keep joining. This time we have a number of 245 people have joined. So that we can keep our Antardrishti platform live. So that is a request from our side. Please keep joining and update yourself. Thank you. Thanks to all.
Thank you also. Thank you all.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
We'll close the meeting, sir. Thank you, sir.